So when I was younger, my dad was also in finance. He was in a different industry. He was a banker. But he would make me reconcile my checking account when I was really young. And he would make me balance it, reconcile it to the penny. He would say, your finances and your budget is like bridge and water. So, and you got to learn how to connect with your clients with unemotional things, because money is very emotional. Everyone knows this. Your bridge represents your income and the water represents your expenses. So if you want to find discretion in your spending and in your life, financial life, you need to either raise the bridge, which would be make more money, or reduce your expenses, which is lowering the water. And if you can do both, that's when you have what's called discretionary income. At Croft Enterprises, we're an integrated financial consulting firm. So what that means is we help our clients integrate their insurance, legal, investments, retirement, and taxes into one seamless process. You know, we do life insurance, we do disability insurance, health insurance, and long-term care. In the areas of retirement planning, we look at what's your number. We figure out, clients are looking for distribution during their retirement and to figure out how much am I gonna have per month during the retirement years. So we look at things like 401k, pension plans if it applies, life insurance distributions from permanent insurance vehicles. You know, we look at IRAs and Roth IRAs, and also Social Security. What we do in investments is we really help you mirror you with the right investment professional. Oftentimes there's minimums and different things that are requirements in order to invest your money. So we spend a lot of time networking with other investment professionals. Private placements come into play, annuities. And there is a lot of coordination between investments and retirement as well. We do 3 areas of taxes. We do, the easiest is tax preparation, which is preparing your taxes and getting them ready to file them on time, or doing a tax extension oftentimes. The second area is tax consulting. So if you're behind on your income taxes, we can come up with a plan to satisfy most likely the state first, and secondly the IRS. Put together a plan to get on a payment plan that fits within your budget. I really enjoy tax planning, and there's a lot of value add to the client. Justin, thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule to have a conversation with me today over a glass of water.
No problem. Happy to be here.
You know, after getting to know you, and you have these really great credentials such as a certified public accountant, CPA, and you're working in biotech, which oftentimes is a more risky field, and you're kind of chasing a higher return or an IPO and maybe the NASDAQ. You know, why would you look at a guy like me with a life insurance policy as something that would make sense for your future and bright future?
Well, it's pretty simple. You know, I have all my eggs in one basket, which is recombinetics, because I believe in it. But at the end of the day, I have no other hedge. I have no other safety net. And insurance is something, especially life insurance, was something when I was working with you, I could determine what met my budget, what level of outcome, as in an annuity stream in the back end I could get, and how could I set myself up for the future And when I looked at all of it and I looked at what the cost was, it was a no-brainer to me. It made sense, and at the end of the day, I know that part of what I am investing in the life insurance policy is going to be a vehicle in the future that's going to give me a hedge to the risk that I'm taking today.
Do you remember the numbers of what that would mean annually to you at an annuity stream payment in the future?
I think it was roughly, for the policy that I had, was $120,000 a year starting at the age of 65. But with the vehicle that you set me up in under the term that could then be converted, it was going to add like another 400 some thousand on the back end.
Well, yeah, that's important. So $468,000 a year of annual income starting at your age 65, which to my math is about $40,000 a month. Do you think you could live on that?
I sure as hell hope so.
So you're saying if all of your bets and making your moves and trying to hit the NASDAQ with a biotech play, if that doesn't work, you have something to fall back on.
Absolutely. And
That's
it's something manageable, that regardless of something, God forbid, happened where I didn't have the same job and I had to get a different job and the pay structure wasn't the same, it was still something that I can manage. And that was important.
Where you're originally from does not define you, whether it's you're from Manhattan, millions of people, or from Two Harbors, Minnesota, 3,700 people. It's just, who you are as a person, what philosophies you have are really what shape you, and what your beliefs are. And as a person, I'm close with my family. I love my mom and dad and brother and sister, and I have an army of friends that I would say would probably lay their lives down for me, and I would do the same. It's very important to get to know my clients more than just from the surface. I love when clients tell me or call me and say, "Hey, Paul, my wife and I are expecting our first child." Or, "Hey, Paul, I can't believe it, but this year we just made 7 figures. And do you remember when we worked together and our income was $100,000 a year?" That's something that really excites me, and I feel like I'm part of their team. The trust that's given is so rewarding, and the information I receive and different stories I have of different businesses being bought and sold is, and it's only going to continue, but it's fascinating, and the people I meet, it's really fun. I love it. Financial planning is a journey. You don't just wake up one day and say, "I want to be a millionaire," and that happens. There is no get-rich scheme, in my opinion.